Farmers have until March to choose the Farm Bill safety net program that's right for them, and MSU Extension can help. Farm Bureau insurance agents continue their fight against food insecurity, and the baiting and feeding ban may be repealed. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
ARC or PLC? Farmers have until next March to choose which Farm Bill safety net program they want to participate in, and there are a number of decision-making tools available to help. Several universities, including Texas A&M and Michigan State, have released tools to help determine what option is best for your farm.
The tool is designed to help you analyze and look at what is the best choice depending upon what might happen in the future, either higher prices, lower prices, good yields, county yields, poor yields, county, what happens to the actual payments that you get. Now also think about from a risk standpoint, which tool gives the most risk in the case of the unknown. The program is designed to help you minimize some of the risk. What happens if we have low prices and combination of yields, which leads to a reduction in revenue. Another part of the program is to update your PLC or payment yields. That's important. We've got a lot of yields I think are pretty low for various reasons, and so it's an opportunity to basically increase corn yields up to about 81% of the actual yields for the 13 through 17 years, and so that'll be important too. And those yields make an effect on where the PLC or our county might make more sense. It depends on the county. I'm a little biased on this because our soybean prices have been higher than the reference price. If we get down with lower prices, the ARC County will actually kick in sooner than what PLC will because of our prices that we've had are above the reference price for soybeans. But corn and wheat, both of those reference prices are $3.70 and $5.50 on wheat, and so that kicks in at about 86% of the revenue is where the ARC County starts to kick in. So it just depends on what your risk preferences are and what your county yields have been, what your benchmark yield actually is, and those all make a difference. So there's not a cookbook answer for each individual crop, and especially within each individual county, because the counties are different depending on what the historical yields have been.
For each farm bill in the last 20 years, MSU Extension has created a decision-making tool. The 2019-2020 version can be found on MSU Extension's Farm Bill webpage.
If you want a car from a company that's been building them for 115 years, get a Ford. If you want a car with driver assist technology, get a Ford. You're gonna want a Ford.
Farm Bureau insurance agents are continuing their efforts to help the nearly 2 million people in Michigan who don't have access to healthy, nutritious food. The Farm Bureau Insurance of Michigan Agent Charitable Fund recently presented a $10,000 grant to the Eastern Market Partnership, which helps improve Detroiters' access to healthy food. Nearly one-third of families in Detroit are food insecure, according to the Detroit Food Policy Council.
I believe, and I think everyone at Eastern Market, everyone that works in food access believes that people should have access to fresh, locally sourced, healthy, nutritionally dense produce, and whatever means we can to get the food to them, whether it's farmers markets or farm stands, but particularly in our city of Detroit, where there has been this history of disinvestment and trying to get food back into our more socially and economically disadvantaged neighborhoods. It's a great community builder. It's a great innovation pipeline for small businesses to kind of evolve and hopefully find brick and mortar shops. And it's a great place to convene and just kind of meet your neighbors, meet some other folks, and eat some good food.
Eastern Market's a place where so many farmers come to sell their products, whether it's at our wholesale markets or our retail markets. And we think, celebrating our heroes, AKA farmers, but trying to strengthen the conditions for their business is a really important part of what we do. At the same time, as we've seen with some of the other aspects of the partnership, trying to make sure that we get Michiganders across the board a healthier diet, taking advantage of the rich agricultural bounty that's found throughout Michigan.
The Michigan House Tuesday narrowly passed House Bill 4687, effectively repealing the feeding and baiting ban in the Lower Peninsula. The measure was approved mostly along a party line vote, 57-49, with a handful of Republicans joining Democrats in voting no. The ban was enacted by the Natural Resources Commission last year. Michigan Farm Bureau opposed the bill based on the organization's long-standing member-approved wildlife management policy. The bill now moves to the Senate, where Michigan Farm Bureau will continue to communicate the organization's opposition.
Time to renew your land lease? Review Foster Swift's guide to land lease agreements at fosterswift.com.
Legislation establishing cage-free hen standards for Michigan's egg producers got the green light from the Michigan House this week. The bill, backed by Michigan Farm Bureau, pushes back implementation of the standards to the end of 2024. The Senate, which passed the bill last month, still has to sign off on a change made by the House, and that could happen as soon as next week. Then it's off to the governor's desk for her signature. The cage-free hen bill is part of a broader package of legislation impacting the state's livestock producers, which addresses biosecurity, disease outbreak response, livestock indemnification standards, and more. For more news and video, visit MichiganFarmNews.com and the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.